before the Vita system, I was disorganized. I didn't have a community. I was Googling like never before. I felt stuck. I felt like I had information, sensory overload. It was just a lot that was going on. And then, once I got into the Vita system, let me tell you the level up I've had. I have moved forward to my PLLC. I have moved towards getting a virtual assistant. I have the Cheesemith system ready, set up for two of my businesses, my coaching business and my private practice business, which is really important. I've met a great community. It's so crazy because every time I look around, I'm like, oh, you're part of the Z family. You're part of the Z family. It's motivated me to do so much. And I have a goal, June 2022. I keep sharing it with everyone. It's my vision. It's my goal. It's my dream to go into practice by myself, doing coaching, doing my private practice, doing more speaker agreements. So there's so many things that I've done that I've stepped out of my true comfort zone, all thanks to the Vita system. That we overthink things and that there are simple processes. You just have to find the right people and the right network. And I think the system that you've developed, it's badass. It's beyond badass boss moves. I think what you charge is nothing compared to what people get. Like, we get so much information and support. It's not even funny. I feel so comfortable just reaching out and saying, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, I'm struggling with this. Like, the community just really, really comes together, and it's amazing. I'm starting a summit in January that's also part of Boss Moves from the Vita system. And one of the summit speakers is actually one of the Vita students, which is amazing. So just making those connections, if there's business questions, coaching questions, templates, whatever it is, like you can connect with anyone in the Vita system to help support you. In addition to one of the other Vita students, we learned that we were like in a book collaboration together. So just, you never know the many lives that you end up touching and the connection that we have with one another. If you don't have systems, you don't have a business, period. If you do not have a system, if you don't have a payroll system, even assistance to help support you, a tracking system, a system to keep in contact with your clients, with potential clients, with clients that are cold clients, like all these terminologies that you end up learning through the Vita system is important. Without systems, you really have nothing. You are left out there to just fend for yourself. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. If you don't ask for help, your business is set to be doomed. When there are, I think it's important for people to know, especially women in business, we have to lift each other up. We are here to support one another. There's not a competition. The way I practice in therapy or coaching might not be a right fit for someone else, but I might be the right fit for someone who likes my style, who likes my personality, and the ability to understand what you have to do in your business, systems, investments, just being all together it's important. You cannot do this on your own. You need people to guide you. You need coaches. You need someone to hire you. Yes, you could go on Google. Yes, you could find stuff. Yes, you could YouTube. Yes, you can podcast. Absolutely, there's resources for there, but some people need hands-on. And so if you can't do an e-course, or what I really like about the system is that not only you have your e-courses to do it at your pace, but if you're someone like me who just needs the information right then and there, I haven't jumped down to this level, but I want to get to this level, sending a message through the Facebook page, going on the courses and just skipping contents and just going there is what's super important. You can Google on your own, but you cannot find the successes on your own. You need a community. You need other people to bounce off ideas. You need other people to be like, hold on. I made this big mistake. This happened to me. I hope you guys don't do it. And I think that's what you built. You literally built a business on mistakes you've made and lessons you've learned. And you're like, I want to help as many people as I can so they don't make the same exact mistakes that I have. And that's commendable. It's like, who does that? A person like you trying to touch so many therapists, so many mental health clinicians in bossing up and in changing the mindset and saying, hey, you don't have to sit here and get reimbursed $50, $40, $75 for your service. You're worth much more. You went to school, you got a license, you took these trainings, you're worth so much more. And I think that's what you give. You allow people the opportunity to improve their self-esteem, improve their self-worth, and say, you know what? Yes, I think I can charge a little bit more. I am worth it. I spent so much money on all these CEUs and trainings, and I need to get my ROI for it. It is time to level up. It is your opportunity to know your worth. It is your opportunity to learn and actually desensitize yourself from everything you've learned in school, that we are put into this world as clinicians to work for someone else, to work for an organization, to provide. Yes, you know, for me as a social worker, as an LCSW, we do boots in the ground work, but I've done that for such a long time. And you can do boots in the ground work, but in a different capacity. And so my call to action is to know your worth, start your investments, save up that money, and know that if you have the passion, because maybe not everyone has the passion to work and being an entrepreneur, but if entrepreneurship is calling you, now is your time. You know, with the great resignation that has happened, it is your time to negotiate your wants, needs, and wishes. Invest in the Vita system. That's what you need to do. You need to look at how much you're spending at Starbucks. If you had something planned, if you go shopping and you're an Amazonaholic, whatever that is, January is your time to start leveling up and invest in your own growth.